Tiger versus Riku! Let's do this! G5 Attack is Riku fighting the first 5 Gundams of the franchise. The purpose of this mission is to show how much stronger Riku has gotten since the beginning of the show, and they do this without making him look too overpowered. This battle is also setting a baseline for normal mobile suit combat to serve as a contrast for the main battle that's gonna come later. Considering this is 5 opponents compacted into a 3-minute battle, they actually get a lot done here. Each of the enemies gets to do something kind of interesting, little references to previous Gundam franchises in there, and again, this isn't even the main battle of the episode.
Mission complete.
Riku comes in 10th place. This causes him to be recognized by some of the other Force leaders. Tiger realizes how Riku's been getting stronger all this time, and after the opening credits... Yes, this is the swimsuit episode, so let's dive on into fan service! As far as fan service goes, this is pretty tame by anime standards. I do want to point out that Ayame is wearing her mask in the pool, and then she lowers the mask when she gets out of the pool, kind of weird. Yeah, let me put a wet cloth in front of my face, that's practical. Yes, while the girls get to enjoy the pool, Riku and Koichi get to enjoy the view of the ocean. This scene serves 2 purposes. First, to remind us that Yuki's still working on his Gunpla. The second purpose is so Tiger can show up and invite Riku to his tournament. This scene shows how Riku was thinking of Tiger's invitation as a Force leader is inviting some kids to this event, when really it's one Force leader challenging another Force leader to a battle. Now Riku realizes what's happening. Tiger is Riku's mentor, but now they've moved beyond that. Riku can see Tiger as a rival. This is an opportunity for Riku and Tiger to face each other as equals, and it's going to be an interesting learning experience. Well, I guess Momo's really excited, so let's go back to Tiger's Force to see his motivation. And Tiger lost! But he kept coming back, challenging Maggie until he finally won. When Tiger first started playing GBN, he considered himself a lone wolf. And then he started his Force, where apparently everybody has to dress the same and use the same Gunpla. Riku reminded Tiger of why he got into GBN, to get stronger, to fight stronger opponents, and that's why... And I'm sure Tiger not wanting to challenge Ogre has absolutely nothing to do with Doji. This is apparently something from Shogi. The idea is that you're saying, I was only able to win because of your teachings. Yuki's also here to say he's not finished with his Gunpla, but he'll be there to watch Riku in the tournament. Rommel, ever the strategist, is using this tournament as an opportunity to gather intel. He probably doesn't even have anyone participating. Riku's getting excited for his match with Tiger, and Tiger is deep in meditation and totally not going AFK or anything. This exchange is great. Tiger, you're being foolish. I'm winning. The only matches we've seen so far are Gundams from G Gundam defeating grunt suits from 00. Yes, the Nemu Guard from episode 4 defeated Daniel. Maybe Daniel works best if he has the element of surprise. Either way, it's an interesting upset, and I'm just gonna say that the guard is crying manly tears. Alright, it's time for the battle you've all been waiting for. Tiger versus Riku! Riku has decided to go with 2 swords so he can focus on melee combat. And while the show doesn't come out and say it, this arena is designed for melee combat. Riku's high-powered rifle would just be a hindrance. At first, it looks like Riku can't keep up with Tiger. He gets thrown around the field, and then...
Riku! お前のガンプラの弱点は出力を上げるための両肩のバインダーが可動範囲を狭めてることだ!
Not only does this episode acknowledge the weakness of having your power source on your shoulders, something that was demonstrated in the first episode, but the solution Riku came up with isn't something from the 00, it's not something from the Destiny Gundam, it's his own idea. The advantage of this transformation is it lowers the center of gravity, and obviously the arms can move freely, but there is a disadvantage. Riku has to switch back to normal mode to use the wings. There's a trade-off. It's balanced. Naturally, Riku survives, and then he counterattacks with... The official name for this is Sky Bracer Multi-Claw Mode. This hand-crushing attack works, and it looks like Tiger would be at a disadvantage, but... Tiger still hasn't used his transformation from the opening credits. Tiger unleashes a series of devastating attacks. Riku falls, and Tiger tells him, Rommel and Kyoya both think that the match is over, but Riku stands up, and that's when Tiger just keeps attacking because the fight's still going. Riku remembers what Tiger just said about special moves having variations, and that gives him the idea for his own special move. Riku uses the power of the wings to transform the 00 Sky's remaining anti-ship sword into... Giant green energy sword! This is actually easier to accept than IMA's capsule Gunpla. Plus, Riku did a similar attack in episode 4, combining 2 beam sabers. It looks like Riku's won. Just look at the state of their Gunpla! Tiger catches Riku and then tells him that he's finally earned that super move. If Riku had won, it would have felt like a case of main character wins because main character. This way we get a good fight, Riku earns Tiger's respect, but it's understandable that he has to refine his technique so his Gundam can handle this new ability. Rommel destroys his reconnaissance data, and that's probably a sign of respect for Riku. The episode ends with Riku telling Tiger he's gonna go refine his Gunpla so it can handle this new ability, and then he's gonna be back to challenge Tiger, and he's gonna keep challenging Tiger until he wins! Kind of like how Tiger kept challenging Maggie until he won. This is another example of the overall quality of the episode being able to smooth over minor issues. Little things like the fan service with Ayame's mask and Tiger just knowing what Riku meant by repay the kindness are more than made up for by the clever bits of foreshadowing in the episode. When Riku's working on the 00 Sky, he's adjusting the shoulders. Maxter is one of the Gundams in the tournament, and Tiger basically uses the same shoulders turn into boxing gloves ability. The main fight uses some different animation techniques quite effectively. You've got some stretchy animation for Tiger's dragon arms, blurring animation with black frames to emphasize the speed, and then of course you've got these grand attack scenes. This is a quality Gunpla battle-focused episode with some decent character growth. Oh yeah, the admins were tracking the bug, and it was at the tournament. This is the Hypervisor, signing off.